Everybody, want to welcome you back to another broadcast of the Two Dudes podcast. I'm Rick, that's Kevin. We're bringing it to you today. Man, Kev, like I talked to
Was
you about,
good.
it's been an interesting day. Very interesting. Um, okay, I needed that. A couple things.
Okay.
First of all, the Eastern Conference Finals have already started. And we
hmm
still just got through the Western Conference Finals because the Clippers couldn't finish off the Nuggets. Not only that,
Yeah.
the Nuggets finished them off, so it's going to be Nuggets Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. So I got two questions for you on that. First, how do you
Okay.
feel about that final? And do you think that this makes the path that much easier for LeBron and his Lakers to be handed the next trophy?
Okay. Let me first say, Jokic, Joker, whatever they call him for Denver, this is my first time really watching him play. I
Uh-huh.
give him props. That Serbian, Slavic white boy got skills. Whatever he is, he got skills. And the problem with the Clippers was they 6 man of the year didn't want to play defense on him outside the paint. So you leave him out there, he wet from the 3 point to be a center. He probably 35% on the season. So you can't just leave him out there. And there's a lot of times on the switch off, he at top of the key. That's the easiest part to hit a three from. He wetting it up. Give him props. Now, this is for where I know you're a Laker fan. This is where it's
But
going to be a problem for the Lakers. If AD doesn't play defense on that big man, you guys are going to lose in six.
okay, before you finish, no more you guys. Remember, I am a Laker fan, but not while LeBron is there.
I've got you situational.
Not situation. I mean, real talk. I'm a Bulls fan. That's how I was born, raised, grew up. But I love my Lakers too. But I can't stand LeBron. I don't want to see him win another manufactured title.
Well, that's what's going to happen if he wins one in LA. So you tell me you going to omit this championship if they win it.
You can't omit it, just like you can't omit Brady's.
I'm just saying, by you being a fan, you're not gonna say they win 2, 3 straight. You're not gonna acknowledge them
I
if
will
LeBron's
acknowledge.
involved.
I will acknowledge that the Lakers are 2 or 3 times straight champions in the last ... years.
I'll see
Period.
situational. You can't do that. You can't acknowledge a win streak of rings but not give the team credit. You can't do that. You
I am
either take it
giving
as a
I
whole
am
or you
giving
don't
the
take it.
team credit.
No, no, I'm talking. You get when I'm saying team, that goes down to the players. So you can't do it in pieces. This isn't a puzzle. This isn't Legos. It's either all for one or none for none, or is it none for all, or where the movie was said in that one movie. But you either accept it as a whole or you just walk on by.
Look, all I know is the Nuggets and the Celtics are my only hope. I'm going to
Well,
need something heaven.
The Celtics could beat them.
I don't
The
think the
Celtics
Heat
got
can.
no, they can't. But you know what? I ain't gonna say they can't because playoff Jimmy a bad boy. Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, he a bad boy.
But here's the
And he
thing.
may
The Heat's already won up on the Celtics. We ain't even got to the Western Conference final yet. They had already played a game in the Eastern Conference final.
yeah. See the thing is with that game last night, damn great game. I watched it from second quarter to the end of overtime. The only thing that made me mad about Tatum when he went in for that dunk, give dude props for the block. But at the same time, Tatum a frail ass dude. He like a shoestring French fry. Dude's a steak fry. Shoestring fry ain't about to beat no steak fry.
Now, here's the other thing that I say about the Lakers title being manufactured. The Western Conference final does not start until Friday. That
Okay.
means that there will have been another Eastern Conference game played between now and then. Do you realize how much rest the Lakers have gotten?
Blame the Clippers. The Clippers was up
That's true.
3-1.
That's true. Clippers should have handled business.
But that's all I was worried about Boston. They was up 3-1. And they let I forgot who they beat. They let them come back. See, this is where I try to get into the whole conspiracy of things because it's like, why all these 3-1s, all of a sudden this never happens. Now all of a sudden these 3-1s happen. What's really going on?
Blame it on the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, before we get back into, I
The
was just gonna
bubble's
say,
done good.
yeah, it has done good, but you can't discount the NFL and what they've done without having a bubble, especially with the daily testing and all that good stuff. I mean, technically, this was the first week that teams were together since there's been no training camp and everything, and we still haven't had any issues. So they're doing what they need to do, and it's looking good. Before we
The
get to
thing
the
is,
NFL, though,
NFL has deeper pockets, so they can do that.
oh, true, very true. I don't want to get too far off track before we get into the meat of the topics. I don't want to skip anything either, and we usually check in with you. I want to know what the job situation's looking like, how everything's going, what's going on.
Okay, job wise, had an interview Monday verbally. Yeah, verbal interview Monday. Went good. And then the lady actually called me today. Was it about 4 o'clock now? She called today about an hour ago, and they liked everything. They want me to do a virtual interview next week. This damn virtual interview gonna be an hour and a half though. What we got to talk about for that long? But clearly they want a hair, urine, and a stool sample. I'm like, God damn, I know this is going back to the developmental world, but you don't need that many samples. Shit.
They want
But
they want your firstborn, your lastborn. They want it all.
man. But it seems like it's gonna be a cool thing. I talked to one of my former coworkers when I worked at the Q to kind of get an idea. Ironically, she knows she was one of the ladies, so that's a benefit for me or whatever. So it just, she was like, mention the Q days, just go from there. Only thing that's a downgrade from it is, well, I mean, you don't get to experience this, but them other mofos out there in the world to get to work from home, this ain't no work from home type setup, so this is gonna be in the office. That's the only thing that's gonna suck. But if it get me out the house, get me on the payroll with a decent pay, I'll gladly take it. And I had a temp AC call me yesterday, but it was that was too low that was lower than my blood sugar, so I couldn't take it. I told him what I needed, so if he get back at me, cool. If not, hey, at least I said my piece,
That's cool. That's real cool.
So pushing forward on that, still adjusting this virtual world. Got to be honest with you, I fell out the wagon with the workout because that virtual stuff with the girls it's been so damn frustrating to get these schedules and off day, no off day school this day, no school that day, and I'm just like, man, y'all just need to go to school, shit. So then trying to get this is where the whole co-parenting is make you want to slice your wrist because we on 2 different pages and it's been stressful, and I told myself that I need to get back on the wagon. I completely have fallen off. So I'm gonna start Friday tomorrow to get back on. Like this morning, I woke up with a headache, and I was like, "You stressing? Ain't he here with you?" But then I talked to their mom. I'm like, "What they doing? Oh, they sleep. What you mean they sleep? They should be woke. They got school. I was about to wake them up." So it's just, it's been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun dealing with that.
Man, I am sorry to hear that. That is messed
Hey,
up.
be glad many of you are still in elementary where it's slightly easier. I was just trying to figure out these A-day, B-day schedules when they don't got class and they do got class and meeting with teachers. And it's just, I mean, they thought it out well, but it's just, you can tell there was no dry run done.
Right.
And then I'm getting all this, your student got this, your student got that. I'm sending screenshots to them. Hey, where this at? Oh, I turned it in. Okay, so your teacher must not have scanned it in yet or whatever. So it's like there's a little overwhelm going on both sides. I'm just like, man, I need this shit to get it together.
Hey,
So
it's
it'll
gonna
work
work
itself
out.
out at some point.
Yeah, when the routine starts. See, y'all just 1 week into it?
No, I think we on like week 3. Well, no, week 2 because the first week wasn't a full week. This is
Right.
probably the second. No, this probably their first real full week because they got out for Labor Day.
Yeah. So
This is like their first real full week.
it's
No, this
gonna
be their
be
second
closer.
full week. Cause like school started then, but that was in the middle of the week. Then it was all full week the next week. Then it was Labor Day. Now it's
Okay.
this week. So this is like their second full week, but they won't get a full consecutive week, schooling until next week. So this just
Yeah.
it's
So
crazy.
it's gonna be probably sometime at the end of next week when it's starting to finally feel routine for you.
Now you see some of these schools is well, by you being in the sticks, you don't see this, but some of the schools are starting to say, fuck it, y'all come back in the building. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Because I
because
have
they're
seen,
they're realizing how difficult it is to do this online stuff.
yeah, and I've seen firsthand, unfortunately, this COVID shit is real. When they say it's a breakout somewhere, you don't need to fucking go. My good home brother took me, my homie Jamont, took him and his wife for their anniversary in September. They went down to Branson just to
Uh-huh.
get away. Got a little cabin. He's like, we go cook, we just go chill in the cabin. I laugh mentally because I'm like, you got a woman. There's an outlet mall. She's gonna want to shop. She ain't going to just stay in the cabin. It's a good idea, but she ain't gonna want to stay in that nice little setup. And what happened? They go out, they mingling within this, that, and the third. Not even a week later, the wife is sick. First test negative, second test COVID. Then this past weekend on like Friday or Saturday, whatever, he ain't feeling the greatest. What happens? He probably got COVID too. Had they not went
Damn.
to Branson, probably would have avoided it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, I ain't playing with that shit. That's why I go. Well, I go working on. Now I just go to the store, to the crib, and now that I'm doing soccer season is going, and we got practice like I got today. They said if you ain't playing, wear a mask 24/7. I'm out on that bitch wearing a mask like there's no tomorrow. I don't give a fuck if you can't recognize who I am. Keep your ass walking because you're probably sick.
That's about right. I mean, other than the store and maybe, something important, I ain't been going nowhere. I've been living like a hermit. That's the way it's probably going to be for the foreseeable future. But just like you, I value my life, so I'm not even going to try it. Um, Also, a good thing that happened this week. I
What's that?
started running again.
I saw that. I meant to text you about that. I saw that. And then that's when
Yeah.
I realized, see, this is how much I've been home too long. It's only been, what today is the 16th? I've only been home 4 months. But this is how much I've been home too much. I didn't realize it was September for real. Like, that's when you ran, I was like, shit, it is September now. He said he was going to start running in September. So it
Yes,
was like,
sir.
because of you running, mentally it finally clicked in September. Like, I didn't realize the shit, all this other time with Labor Day and shit like that. But when I saw you running, I was like, damn, we in the month of September. This motherfucker running like he said he would.
Yeah. Pain free. Uh,
Okay.
3 miles the first day, 2 miles 2 days later. I'm off today. I will run again tomorrow, but um, it's been pain free, and it'll probably be several months before I run consecutive days, just to be on the safe
Okay.
side, build up that strength and everything. And you won't see any hellacious runs. That dude ran 16 miles. What now? It'll be more along the 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. There is going to be one 6 miler on Sunday, but that's because it's the Old Town 10K in Wichita, and I've been signed up for it because I've been there ever since they started this run. So I will never miss this run. This is near and dear to me. This was like one of the first runs I ever did. So that's the reason why I'm doing it.
So I got a special place in your heart.
Yeah, and this year they've limited to only 250 runners. So
Oh, so you feel privileged then.
yeah, I do. Not only do I feel privileged, but the old man might have a shot at taking first, second, or third overall in my age group. Because remember, this was the year that I had targeted anyway, because I moved up from the 45 to 49. This year I'm in the 50 to 54 age range since I turned 50. So
Oh, so
technically, I should
you
be
in retirement
faster than
age.
those people that are on the lower end of that. So I'm gonna take advantage of
Possible.
that. But yeah, it's possible. Now watch, there'll be some old guys out there shuffling along, just killing me, especially if the ankles get sore or something like that. So I'm not gonna put too much stock in that. I'm just happy to be running again, and I'm happy to get into this run. And next week I will report how I fared. And even if I
Okay.
come in dead last, I'll pull up the certificate and the medal and say, "Hey, I was dead last, but I crossed the finish line."
As long as you got something, that's all that matters.
Yep. All right. Let's get back to the NFL real quick. I want to talk about a couple things. Um, man, let's talk
What's
about the
up?
good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay. So what the
And
Raiders
you,
do?
no, that's good for me. They won, so we'll just sweep that out the way. That's my good. My bad is, and this isn't bad for me. This is bad for the NFL. Philip Rivers is still Philip Rivers, no matter how you look at it. They had a
That is true.
lead. They had a lead going into the fourth
Mhm.
quarter. He threw 2 picks and they lost the game.
Now,
Conversely, the Chargers won their game. It was close. They didn't make any mistakes. So, how do you feel if you're an Indianapolis fan right now? And then my
uh,
ugly, I love it. I love it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost. Brady lost. He threw a pick 6. Every time they lose, I'm going to applaud whoever beats them. So today, hats off to the Saints.
I look forward when you cheer when the Chiefs win. You're ugly. Your hate for Phyllis and Tom is just so legendary. I just want you to know
Hey, I just want you to know you called him Phyllis today. I did say
that. I mean,
Phyllis.
because I've been around you like 10 years now. You've said it so much; it's embedded into my mind. So I
Shout
have
out
no
to
choice.
Ben Seavey. I got it from Ben. He was the
Yeah,
first one to say it.
that is true. I have no choice but to say it like that. As far as the Colts, I've seen a lot of drop passes. And let's not forget, they running back torn ACL gone. So a couple of plays where Phillips wouldn't have been throwing and the ball should have been ran, they had nobody run the ball. So you kind of take that with a grain of salt. I can't put it all on Phillips. But I seen a play where he made the right pass. T.Y. Hilton, who's on my damn squad, just dropped the ball like it was a hot potato. When had he caught it, he was spinning off the corner into the house. Now to put the game out of reach. But instead, he had that glue on his hands and couldn't separate his fingers to catch the ball. Because he even said after the game press conference, they was like, "So what cost you the game?" He said, "I dropped too many passes." Yes, the fuck you did drop too many passes, and we just gave you a new damn contract. Get your shit in gear, nigga. So it's kind of it's kind of hard to point the finger on Phillips just on that. As far as Tampa, it's like I said, Brady don't know the system yet. What's not gonna rock in Tampa, and I don't know if Bruce Aaron need to get checked or if Brady's gonna take it with a grain of salt. I don't think Tom gonna take too many more of those put on blast in the press conference. So Bruce, what cost you the game? Tom threw interception. Whose fault was that? Was Tom's. The receivers did their route like they were supposed to. I don't think Brady's gonna go for that too many more times. So we either gonna have a clash of the Titans or we gonna see who the owner supports, the coach or the player. It's gonna be interesting. And I think Brady's jury might have a little bit more weight than Bruce Aaron's golf hats. So we gonna see how that goes.
We will
That's
see.
gonna be interesting.
How'd your fantasy squad do this week?
Let's see. Today is Wednesday. That's my trash day. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, okay. For me, it was important to come out the gate with a win, and
Yeah,
I had to do it.
you got it. They got you first in the division. For
Yeah,
those of you who don't know, me and Richard's in the same fantasy league. We 9 years in. Me and Richard have yet to win. We've been to the playoffs, but we have yet to win it. And it's getting quite gruesome and sickening to see other people win. And
to
neither one of us have won.
to put it in coaching speak, I'm on the 9th year of a 5-year plan.
That's sad. That's pretty damn sad.
It's the truth,
Yeah,
though.
what he said. He's he's struggling.
But
I'll put it
but I'm
like this:
focused this year. I'm focused. I am coming, and I don't just
this
mean for the
motherfucker been
fantasy
focused
league.
every year. Don't
I
he
mean
been
for the pick
focused
squad.
every year?
But see what Kevin's leaving out, everybody.
Here you
Every
go.
year I get progressively better.
He's
I
been
was
focused every
one
year.
game away from the championship game last year.
It don't matter how many games away you was.
I know.
Back in the day when Kansas City played Buffalo, and they played Buffalo. When Kimball Andrews got the alligator arms, they want to catch that pass. We was one game from the Super Bowl. Did anybody say you guys were one game away? What they
I
say?
know.
Y'all
I
lost to
know.
Buffalo.
Second
Yes,
place is the first person to finish
I don't want
last.
to hear that shit. Basically, the way it sums up, we play winner take all trophy type shit or whatever, and I touch the trophy every year. Come fucking commissioner. So that I think that jinxed me right there. You know, that if I win, who gonna hand me the trophy? I'm gonna hand it to myself. So that
Hey,
right
but check
there.
it out. Who got the Lamar Hunt Award last year?
Really, you gotta go there.
So you should strive to be like your Chiefs. Hand yourself your own trophy.
See, y'all hear this asshole? This is another problem we got. He want to talk shit now, but he won't talk shit during fantasy because he swear that throws his Phil Jackson Zen off.
What? I'm trying to talk you up. I'm trying to tell
Your
you
beard
that
is gray like Phil's hair. How about
that's
that?
the mindset you need to be in. You gonna hand yourself the trophy, man. Okay.
Yeah, but hand it to
I
myself and I take it out the box and hand it to the next person at this rate.
that will be me. By the way, this year that will be me. I'm
So
coming.
that's what I've been hearing.
I'm coming strong. Okay, and I know you hear that from everybody. I understand that, but this year I am not playing, and I'm not playing in the picks league either. Guess who's in third place?
I need to look to see how I did in the picks. I haven't looked.
I can tell you right now, sir. What's the name of your squad in the picks league?
NWO.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're seventh right now.
Damn. It was a lot of upset wins and I didn't pick. So damn.
Hey, out of 37 people though, that's pretty damn good.
But I gotta give you props though that you third and cause there was a lot of upset wins Sunday.
Yeah, if the Colts had did what they were supposed to do, and the Niners had did what they were supposed to do, man, I would be sitting pretty.
I know the Niners lost to like after the fact to like Sunday night. I didn't realize it because I had missed all the highlights and stuff because I had the girls and I was busy with them in some regards. I didn't know till after the fact.
Yeah, they were one of those teams that were up, going into the second half and just blew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, my ass.
Yeah, so needless to say, people throughout the season we'll have probably we'll roll off into like we just had a little verbiage on fantasy and how his team is shitty and mine is great, but it just ain't transpired into nothing yet. And I'll keep taking shots at him to make him say something.
But I'm not gonna fall for the trap, people. I mean, I'm far too experienced. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I'm focused and I'm locked in.
He says he's not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
That either. Okay, so one more thing I want to touch on the old NFL. Where's it at? Oh no, I got two more things, but this first one is dealing with the I don't know if I sent it to you or not. I'm checking. It would have been the rankings, the power rankings.
I'll never pay that shit no attention.
Well,
the power rankings to me is trash because you really can't rank a team. This many times they had us ranked third or fourth last year, but we had the highest scoring offense. We had the most potent offense.
Just so you know, the Chiefs are ranked number 1 right now.
They should have been ranked number 1 all last season. There's really no reason for them not to be.
Where I have a problem with it is 0-1 teams are ranked higher than 1-0 teams. And I understand it's just one game, but last I checked, if you lost,
you shouldn't be high.
You shouldn't be high. I mean,
that's why I don't pay no attention.
Are you going? Are
There's
you
no
going to tell
science
me that
to it.
San Francisco is still better than Arizona when Arizona is the team that beat them?
Exactly. Fucking San Tebow Samuel, get your ass on the field, damn it.
And I know you don't like my squad. My squad should not be ranked number 19. You're going to tell me that there's 7 teams that should be above them that have all lost.
No, they should be higher. They should be at least
I would say
top
12.
16.
I would say 12th right now. I wouldn't
I
even
can get
say
the
top
Raiders.
6. And here's the reason why. Because it was just the Panthers.
Oh no, I didn't say top 6 now. I said top 16.
Oh, I thought you said 6.
1
Okay.
6.
Yeah,
No, no.
that's why I say 12.
I'll never give them that credit. No,
Oh,
they got to earn that.
we gonna earn it this year.
And for the record, the Panthers put it on y'all. So that's another reason why I can't put them in the top 10. Teddy Bridge came out there and let y'all know where that water was.
It wasn't just Teddy. I mean, one handoff to McCaffrey, we could be looking at things differently right now.
And that's where that damn OC's a dumbass.
I ain't mad at him.
On that last drive, you throw a slant out pattern to something to make him think you about to try to air it out. Then you give it to McCaffrey and let the little white boy do his thing. That's simple elementary. I'll tell you, they need to give me a headset and a clipboard so I can run some shit.
Hey, this is going towards my 11-win season, so I'm happy about that. I'm getting thirsty over here.
That bullshit. I ain't worried about that.
10 to go.
I ain't worried about it.
I know.
I'm gonna get that bottle.
You gonna start? Hey, when you see number 9 post up, that's when you gonna start to get nervous, huh?
No, I'm gonna be an asshole. When I win this bottle, I'm gonna make you buy some shit that I want to try that I never will spend my money on. And I just saw today E40 got a cognac.
I saw your post.
Your ass pay for it. Yeah.
I saw your post.
Yeah, because I guarantee Gomers will have it. Like, hey, yeah, Rich, just go ahead and just send me the money. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here and get it. Then I'm gonna have them, and we'll still be in quarantine. I'm gonna have them video me buying it just so I can send it to you. Show what you spent your money on. Then I'm gonna take a sip. I'm gonna pour half the bottle out for the homies. Then I'll put the rest in the crib and drink it.
Okay, I don't give a damn about the homies. If I pay for it, you drinking that whole thing. We ain't wasting my money. But I ain't worried about it because we gonna get.
That was 11. A damn good evil laugh. I should have recorded that.
We gonna get it. We gonna get 11 of them. So, lastly, the last thing I want to talk about is this Eric Reid situation. He said that he called the league half-hearted for using stuff from Kaepernick, and I guess they used his image and some of the terms and everything for the opening week. Now, Eric Reid doesn't like it, but I think that it was a good thing. I think it comes closer to bridging that gap.
See, that's the thing. It does neither. Eric Reid wasn't talking in benefit of Cap. Eric Reid was talking to try to benefit self. All Eric Reid was trying to do is get a buzz around his name so he can get another contract. He's still young. He played good for Carolina. He didn't ball out, but he played good for 2 seasons. He's still trying to get back in the league. You ain't heard this name mentioned once in any free agent acquisition. Some of these safeties getting hurt. He couldn't even get on the practice squad. You got motherfucking I forgot the old ass white boy that's on the practice squad for is it Tampa? I forgot what practice squad he on, but this motherfucker's literally at home in Texas getting 12 G's a week until if they give him emergency calls saying that they need him. And for Miami, he's on Miami's practice squad.
They could have
used him. Man. But the thing is, he can't get no setup like that. Eric Reid was bogus, and that was a real bitch move, in my opinion. Using Cap to get attention and remind people, hey, I'm still out here. Don't forget about me. Y'all holler at me. Somebody say something to me. That's all he's doing. He ain't doing shit else, and that's some bullshit on his part.
Now, did you see the article when I sent it to you, though?
Yeah, I saw it.
Because the reporter dropped the ball on the whole story. Whose face did they have up there?
Yeah,
Ed Reed, not Eric. Ed Reed, the former safety of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, we've been getting mistaken all year. Remember, Kevin Hart's is old boy from Jamaica,
Yeah.
Usain Bolt. So it's just they've been getting us confused all the time. That's just something you just ignore and just roll with it because they gonna keep saying we all look alike. But
Man.
it's just Eric Reed was on that bullshit. He was doing that for self promotion, trying to get a job. He ain't worried about Cap like that. And then at the same time, to flip it, when Cap signed and got that check, all bets is off. NFL gonna use your likeness. You know, if he was to take a stand and didn't take that check, then they wouldn't touch him. But once you took that check and y'all supposedly are working hand in hand, all bets is off. They go use wherever they feel they need to use. Only person I know that put their foot down about as far as likeness is Charles Barkley. He had an article last week that said he still refuses to let 2K use him for that game until they decide to pay all the vets that get used that don't get a check.
Mm.
And I respect him for that. Because you know Shaq and Kenny is getting a nice little check for being in 2K. And Barkley is rightly turning that down because he won't Koozie and all the mothers, you know, Russell and all them to get paid because they ain't getting no check, but yet they using them on the game.
Right.
Well, what's so greedy about it? It's not like you breaking the bank. You probably sending them like maybe a $10,000 check or whatever. You getting that off for probably one damn city of people buying fucking 2K. But you know we don't like to change those margins and lose that money, so therefore it don't work.
That's a good point. Real quick, I'm gonna break out of sports for just a second. I want to talk about some movies. A couple we discussed, one of them we haven't. I'm gonna start with the
Okay.
one that we haven't. Going by my notes
What's
here.
that?
That movie that came out, Tenet, with Denzel Washington's son.
Look
It is
good.
it is still the #1 movie. It made $200 million so far.
It has.
Yes. But here's the
So the
thing.
theaters must be like back opening if it's making that kind of bread.
No, this is it's been out for 3 weeks, I believe.
But still, two
Most
hundred
most
mil in
movies
3 weeks.
most movies make that the first week if it's a
Considering what's
blockbuster.
going on, 203 weeks is nice. Considering what's going on.
Yeah, considering what's going on, that's a nice profit. But remember, this movie probably cost 180, 200 million to make. So right now, they haven't even broken even yet. And the reason why they haven't broken even, if the movie costed that same amount to make, there's a considerable amount that they have to spend on advertising as well. So I want to say
So like,
advertising is 10% of your budget. So if your movie costs about 200 million to make, you got to assume that they spent 210 in order to do the whole thing.
so
So
basically, this weekend coming up, they'll start turning a profit.
exactly. And the studios are all about profits because believe me,
Well, I'm just
any
amazed at
producer that
this.
signs on, they want their 20% off the top.
I'm just amazed at what it's made considering what's going on.
Yeah, and you will see movie theaters start to open a little bit more here and there as we progress through this. A lot of people are still, shying away from going to movie theaters, but you're going to
Mhm.
see that a lot of them are doing more and more to keep things clean and to do things. And to me, this is actually one of the best times to go to a movie because, hell, before the pandemic, you go to a theater, shit was funky as hell.
But see, that's the thing, though. The movie may be clean. That don't mean the people are.
True. Very true. And that's a whole nother way to look at it. And another reason why Ricky will wait until it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray. Now, here's the problem with Tenet. A lot of people are saying that it's hard to understand the dialogue during the movie, and there are people that are saying that it's so twisted and so many turns in it that they don't understand the movie. And I think this is one of those things where the director might have gone too far. He's doing too much to be different. I like that. I
Uh,
respect that. But if your fans can't follow along with what's going on with the movie, you're not going to make as much because a lot of these movies they sell by word of mouth. And if people say don't go see it, and they're taking dollars out the theater pockets.
I wouldn't say that. I just think the thing is right now, everybody's anxious. So quick as you go sit down for a movie, you want it to be over so you can go. Because it's like you want to see the movie, but at the same time, you're afraid you're gonna get sick. So you watching the movie and you looking around, seeing who's around you, and you ready to go. You thinking, okay, which way I'm gonna leave this and the third. It's kind of like the movie where you got the cartoon, the commercial where you got the little germ or whatever, and
Yeah.
they be mad when they done took a vapor rub or some shit like that. So like you in the movie, but you wondering, oh shit, is COVID next to me? Is it around me? So it's like you want something simplistic that you could watch it and do like this with it, take the movie in and go. If this is something you got to pay attention to, you're not gonna take it in because your head on tilt because you're not really enjoying the movie. And all people ain't gonna get back to enjoying the movie for another couple of months where they just really go sit and enjoy it. That's why the drive-in should have been pushed harder because you controlling your environment until
Right.
you step out to go get something to eat. Well, if you stay inside that motherfucking car, you control it.
Come on. You know how we do it when we went to the drive-in back in the day. You stop at the gas station or whatever and you get all your food and drink, and then you drive over to the drive-in. You ain't trying to get they high price shit.
Without a doubt.
And a couple other movies that they're not out yet. Wonder Woman has gotten pushed back, so it may not even come out until next year now. And Disney is thinking about pushing Black Widow back now. So
The Black Widow's go come out after Wonder Woman. So it's like a cat and mouse game right now.
yeah, yeah, and they doing the same thing that Xbox and PlayStation are doing, playing cat and mouse because Xbox finally
Xbox
released.
actually, yeah, about a week or two ago, they released their price, which actually surprisingly wasn't that bad. And for about 5 seconds, I was like, I could swing that at some point.
Well,
And I
you know,
reminded myself,
because of that, Sony's having a press release tonight.
really?
Yeah.
So they about to come down on price then.
Well, we'll find out because,
Yeah.
like I told my son Charles, if they talking 4 or 5, maybe. But if they
You just
talking
need to.
6, it ain't happening.
Well, remember
It's
they
not
talking
happening.
6-7. They talking 6-7. So you might as well just come on over to the Xbox where they talking $499. You might
I,
just go ahead and come over to the other
I might
side.
just hang up the controller and retire and just say it's been real.
I'm already retired.
I
What
don't
is it?
play anything anymore.
Yeah, the homies that went and got Madden and 2K, I ain't went and got either one. I've retired. I'm done. I have
Yeah,
retired.
I would primarily have my PlayStation as a 4K player. But for $6, I'll just pinch off 100, 150 and get a decent 4K player. And the rest of that money can go towards something more sensible.
See, that's another thing. I don't watch movies like you do, so I don't need a player. I just catch when they come on cable.
Dude, I got a 4K TV and ain't watched any of my discs because I don't have a 4K player. I have to, because you know how they come in the 2-packs, the 4K and the Blu-ray. I've got to reach over and grab the Blu-ray out of there because I can't experience it in glorious 4K yet.
And that 4K
So
make
I'm
it feel like
itching.
you there too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
itching.
Oh damn, so that bad boy's for life. That action sequence, you getting the short end of the stick right now.
Well, I actually got Bad Boys for Life on DVD instead of Blu-ray. And here's the reason why.
Respectful motherfucker.
No. Bad Boys 1 and 2, I have on DVD. I like to keep it uniform like that. I'm kind of OCD like that. I can't have 2 movies in a series in one format and then the next part in another. I can't do that. It's
I
not
can
going to happen.
respect that. You ain't no bastard. I can respect that.
But I'm glad you mentioned Bad Boys for Life because I want to talk about Coming to America 2. Yes, we found out it's real. It's coming. It's supposed to be coming out in December.
See,
And
everybody
when
knew
I
it was
talk to
real, but
you,
just
though,
seeing that flyer.
my first instinct was, really, do we need this sequel, especially 30 years after the first one? Because so many movies are coming out after the fact, you know, it's not 3, 4, 5 years after, it's 30 years after. But then I start thinking about it, especially when you mentioned Bad Boys. Bad Boys for Life was like 20 some odd years after the last one, but it was still a
No,
damn good movie.
was Bad Boy for like 20 years after?
Yes, it was 2000 and what? It was either 2000 or 2002. Let me look that up while I'm talking about
Hmm.
that. I've got the IMDb app. Now,
What is this IMDb app? You have a
I
sickness. I just
I
want you to know that.
I'm a movie guy.
You have a
I'm a
fucking
movie.
sickness.
Okay.
But Bad Boy
So
Life was a good movie.
Bad Boys 2, excuse me, came out in 2003. So
Mhm.
technically it's only been 17 years.
Still hella long.
Yeah.
But it's like, with some movies, that timeline works because the characters need to age. So with Bad Boys, it worked. Come to America to probably work also because you didn't want A to pick up where he married. You didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? You want
It
to pick
won't
it up
because
somewhere.
Coming to America came out in 88.
Yeah.
So
So you want it to where it's age to where now, basically, if I'm not mistaken, the storyline is Eddie's son is in the same predicament Eddie was in. And he wilding out trying to find bride, this, that, and the third or whatever. So it's like certain characters need to age versus coming out with a quick sequel.
yeah.
And then same time back in the 80s, sequels wasn't really a big thing like they was in the 90s. 90s was all about sequels. Come 2000, it was kind of, if you make 100 mil, if you double what we spent on it, you get a sequel within 5 years. It's just some movies kind of fell through the cracks, and Bad Boys was one of them. Man, Bad Boys 2 made hella money. I saw that. I saw Bad Boys 1 and 2 at the theater when they both came out at least 2, 3 times on the humbug. Because chicks love action movies, and oh yeah, girl, we can go and go see this. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, they just wanted to see Will Smith shirtless.
Hey, whatever helped me do what I needed to do, hats off to Will.
All right.
And that is why I have daughters.
Yes, it is. You bad boy, you.
Shit.
Okay, so real quick, this is TV news. Mandalorian 2 season 2, excuse me, trailer dropped, and you know it looked hella
Yeah, I meant
good.
to tell you about
Don't know if
that.
you've seen Mandalorian the first season yet. If you
I
haven't,
haven't. I won't.
you need to check that out. But
Uh,
here's the thing that's funny. The dude that plays the Mandalorian is having trouble on the set because he wants to get paid more. Not a problem there. He wants more shots without his helmet on to see his face.
I
Bro,
get that.
you signed up to play the Mandalorian. They don't show their face.
He's trying
So,
to he's trying to improve his likeness so he can get other roles.
do you know how quick
He
they can
wants.
kick him to the curb and say bye? Because it doesn't
Yeah, I
matter
mean,
who plays him.
hey, you just need to tell him. Remember Terrence Howard, and
Who?
that should shut it
Yeah.
down right there. Because I forgot Terrence Howard was in the first Iron Man. I thought it
Yes.
was always John Cheadle. But then again, I've never seen the first Iron Man either. 'Cause I didn't care for it. I like
Really?
Iron Man to the second one.
It wasn't bad.
Eh,
I haven't seen a bad Marvel movie yet.
well, let me see. I ain't seen the first Iron Man. I didn't see the first Captain America. I didn't like how it was a period piece with all that old shit. I ain't seen none of the Incredible Hulks.
You ain't
Didn't see
missing
the
nothing on
first
the Hulks.
Thor. Let's see, didn't see the first Thor. Um, I ain't watched none of the Spider Mans.
Man.
That's about it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come down to the crib one day, you know. I
I'm a
like
Spider
you.
Man fan, so you know.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be Spider-Man. I got 2,220 other movies. You can take your pick.
Yeah, I know you got a damn problem.
I do. I
What
really do.
a movie I want to say this. I want to get on the movie. I'll say this good, and cause like for some reason lately I've been on movies hard. I don't know why. Well, first, if you done with the Mandalorian, if you was done talking about that, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I just want to bring up that dumb shit because hey, if Disney decides that they want to kick him to the curb, I'll play him. You don't have to see my face.
I hate black people. Okay. I've been on movies hard lately for some reason. If you haven't watched it, The Good Boys is funny as shit.
I
That
remember
is
you
the
said that. I wanted to go pick up the DVD when I was at Walmart and forgot all about it the other day.
man, that shit is hilarious. That was funny. I just watched the second Jumanji, or the third, I can say Jumanji or whatever. And it was actually damn good. It surprised me how good it was.
Don't give it away. Got it. Haven't
I'm
watched
not,
it yet. Haven't
no, I'm
watched it
just
yet.
telling you, if you like the second one, you'll like this one too.
Well,
Got
this
a nice
is the
little,
second one. There's only been two.
well, I'm counting the first one. So I'm,
Oh, okay.
see
You count
first,
the
second,
Robin
third.
Williams
Okay.
one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's Jumanji too or whatever. Granted, these two are good. They still don't touch the original, but they're good remakes. So where I'm glad I watched them. I don't feel like, damn, I shouldn't have watched that shit.
Right.
Movie that surprised me that was good, well written, ending could have been a little bit better. The Kitchen.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. I have
That,
not seen that
that
yet,
shit
but
was
I'm
that shit
intrigued
was
now.
fire. That shit was fire. People bag on Tiffany Haddish and Melissa McCarthy been getting bagged on because they last couple movies ain't been like through the roof. But both of them were good. I give them both props. The movies was good. It was something else I watched. Can't think of what it is. Now what I did start watching because my homie, my older brother, they always on my neck about it. And us black people, we share each other's logins and shit or whatever. So I got my homie's information. He got my information. And so I got access to HBO or whatever. Today, being September 16th, I started watching The Wire. So I can see what the fuck I've missed, because apparently I've missed the national
It's
treasure.
about time. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, so I'm watching that shit now. Okay, I'm watching it on Hulu.
You will thoroughly enjoy it. That's all I'm gonna say
I don't know.
about it
This
right
first episode is kind of boring to me, but we'll see what happens.
now. It's a
We'll
slow
have to,
build, but you're gonna be all right. Have you ever
yeah, I
watched
figured it
The
was a
Shield?
slow burn.
Have you ever watched The
Yeah, I used to
Shield?
watch. Yeah, I used to watch it.
Then you will like The Wire.
Yeah, so I started The Wire today. I'm
Okay.
halfway through the first episode.
Now, switching gears before I start to close everything down, I want to talk about something serious yet stupid. This is something you sent me. It's the KCTV5 news article. Sheriff challenges LeBron to a match a reward to help find the gunman who ambushed two deputies. This is going to be ugly here. Tell me your thoughts on this thing.
See, the thing with that is, that's a motherfucker who's getting tired of people telling him how to do his job, which I understand. I respect. You a cop, your job is hard. You're trying to keep a bullet out your ass and the ass of all the other cops. But at the same time, we don't want bullets in our ass either. And you're fed up, you're tired because you're in LA and you're at the highest level of festivity, shall we say, but you have no way to release that to where it'll be accepted. So what do? You come after the second biggest name in LA behind Magic Johnson, and you ask him to match what's already out there as a reward to try to be like, oh, look at what I did. It's like you trying to have a pissing contest with yourself. You don't realize that shit'll get you canceled quicker than you done got started. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things where I advise him, shut the fuck up and find out who did it, and that's the end of it. Coming after LeBron for $200,000, that's like $2 in his pocket. That's chump change. You ain't proving or doing nothing. All you doing is bumping your motherfucking gums. That's all you fucking doing is bumping your gums. And who you bumping your gums to? Nobody, because nobody's listening. Nobody's around. You got like 5 seconds worth of airtime, TV time off of it. But when it's all said and done, ain't nobody gonna stand and have your back. They could be like, we don't know why he did it. We didn't advise him to do that. I feel bad for the PR person for that police station because I know they going through hell right now for that statement. And the fucking Lakers in the playoffs right now, they don't want to hear that shit. They want LeBron to stay focused and get a ring so y'all can fucking celebrate. You telling him to match. He gets 250 in endorsements for the smallest of the smallest endorsement. Hell, White Castle probably had to give him 250 just to say White Castle. He's trying to put it. That was just so stupid on his part. He deserved to get suspended or something for that ignorance. Because there's no way that should be plausible. It shouldn't be plausible at all.
Yeah, man. All I'm gonna say is this, and I've said it before. I, I respect the police, and I know that not all police officers are bad. So the ones that got shot, they are recovering. They did not deserve to have that happen to them. But I don't want to hear anything about Blue Lives Matter. You were a color before you were a profession. And I'm gonna put it to you like this: if you're a black police officer and you're off duty, you could still get stopped by another police officer. How's that gonna make you feel?
That is true.
Okay, before we close it down, you got anything that you want to put out there?
Uh, Not off the top of my head I can think of. Just all I'm gonna say is people respect everybody's side hustle. Regardless, don't quit trying to use COVID to circumvent how somebody makes money. Like me right now, not working. I got a little every other weekend part-time gig, and I got a little unemployment that comes. And the key word is little compared to what I pay bill wise. So when you hit me up to DJ a wedding and I give you a discount of taking an hour off your tab because it's a half hour, it's like you go until blank 30 instead of the next hour, and I don't charge you for that hour, don't say to me, well, due to COVID, we're not going to be dancing or anything. I'm a DJ. I don't get paid if you dance or not. I get paid to play music. I get paid if you need somebody to work the mic announcements. Hey, here comes such and such. These tables can go eat. Hey, we need this, we need that. That's what I get paid to do. Nowhere in my contract or anything does it say you have to dance. I did many gigs where nobody's dancing. We're all too fucking cool to dance. Only time I had somebody dance that last wedding I did, and they was fucked up, and they kicked it. I would DH them again for half the price because they kicked it like a motherfucker. I enjoyed that shit. But motherfuckers need to realize if you get told a price, respect that hustle price because that's what we do on the side hustle. Respect it. Quit trying to say COVID this, COVID that. COVID wasn't around when I made this price. I don't give a fuck about COVID. I got to get mine. If I'm coming out there in this wilderness of COVID to DJ, I'm going to need you to motherfucking pay me. Regardless how you feel about the price, pay me. Pay me my money. When I was supposed to do a wedding this weekend, I guess lady didn't like the amount I was talking. We played phone tag for a day and a half, and I guess she lost my number because I ain't heard back from her. I ain't got time for that shit.
Hey, like I always tell you, it's gonna happen, and you can't worry about other people. You really can't. They gonna do what they gonna do, and if they want to be crazy, first of all, when it comes to your profession, don't sell yourself short. If you worth $300, $400, $500 for a job, you tell them it's 300, 400, 500, whatever you charge.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't feel that that's fair, both parties can move on. No harm, no foul. But you sell yourself too short, you're gonna be one of these people that are constantly making exceptions for people, doing a little bit less. I mean, doing a little bit more, getting a little bit less. Then you don't make any money. The person that you're working for gets over on you, and you're in an endless cycle because you've done a job for this amount for this person. Their friend's going to want you to do a job. You got to do it for the same amount. And yeah, trust me, I know what you're going through because for photography jobs, I had done the same kind of stuff. And you know, people would, ask me, "Hey, do we get that friends and family discount?" Um And my whole thing was, I would tell them, me not charging you this fee or that fee, that's your discount. But for my time here, this is what you're going to be, what you're going to have to pay. And they were either with it or they wasn't. Um, for the most part, I would also tell people, check around, see what other people are charging. I knew
Yeah,
that I was still charging at or below what other professionals were charging. So one or two things would happen. They would get back with me and say, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Or they would say, nah, we're just going to do XYZ. And, those people, God bless you, keep living. I know what you're all about if you're not willing to pay a premium price for a premium job. Um, you're not going to get the result that you want. And
yeah,
that's on you. I got nothing to do with it at that point.
I feel you.
So, keep charging what you charge, bro. Um,
Without a doubt, I'm done. I got it set like Catholic schools. I charge them a certain amount. I know that's all on the parents, and a lot of them schools don't have money. Regular schools, I stay by the book. Anything else is kind of like, I stay by the book. I may lean one way, lean the other, depending on how it's set up or whatever. But for the most part, I'm done giving you know, best way to put it. I'm done being dollar menu service.
exactly. And that's why I use the word premium. You're given a premium service, you deserve to charge and get paid a premium price.
Yeah, I got some new speakers I want. And I want to get a bump box, so that shit ain't cheap, damn it.
Hey, I agree with you. I don't have anything else. You got anything before we roll?
That takes care of that. Thankfully it's a light week. So, I'm once we wrap this up, let my phone charge and get ready to be I'm in full fledged soccer dad mode without the minivan, which I refuse to ever in life drive a minivan. If I ever pull up, I'm in the minivan and it don't say Bishop Spencer on it, just take me to the back and just put me out to pasture. There's clearly something that's gone wrong in my life.
Yeah, if I ever see you in a minivan, the jokes will not stop.
I
Just a
don't
heads
blame
up.
you.
Just a heads up. All right, folks. Thanks a lot for being with us again for another one. We really appreciate everybody listening in. Don't forget, email us if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that. The Two Dudes Podcast at yahoo.com. Kevin, go ahead and take us on home.
All right, everybody. It's another middle of the week. You'll hear this tomorrow on Thursday. These weeks is flying by. Shit, I can't keep up with the damn days anymore. Hope you guys have a good one. Good football come on Sunday at 12 when the Chiefs take the field. Everybody else don't even fucking matter. So on that note, is the home of the Chiefs. Holla at your boy, but don't yell.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and yell at him. Yell at him if you want to, because he mentioned them
Yeah,
Chiefs.
your
Anyway,
punk ass
everybody,
will get ignored.
stay positive, stay blessed. We'll see you next week.